Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday, June 25th. I'm Giuli Frendak. On the wildfire watch this morning, the Seven Cabins fire in the Capitan Mountains is now 98% contained. None of us will be able to escape the triple-digit temperatures in the forecast this week. All right, we are locked into this one. Two daredevils in New York City who went to great heights for their engagement ended up in jail for it. We'll get to your Monday morning forecast in just a minute. We start this morning with breaking news. The goal is to deter people from taking their own lives at the bridge. 7 people jumped from the bridge just last year. The New Mexico Department of Health is urging people to get your pet vaccinated because a fox in McKinley County has tested positive for rabies. We start here at 5 o'clock with a custody battle over babies born addicted to drugs that went all the way to the state Supreme Court. In consumer news today, the labor market is reportedly staying resilient after the May jobs report. We can guarantee those are packed today. Today's the day for the pool or the splash pad. Sandoval County commissioners have approved an emergency declaration because of the McCauley Springs fire. The U.S. military is calling the latest overnight strikes in Iran self-defense. A flesh-eating parasite called the New World screwworm is still making headlines. A Bernalillo County sheriff's deputy is now facing criminal charges after a violent interaction with a teenage girl. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is now asking Attorney General Raul Torres to investigate whether any DEA agents broke state law. Every week we highlight an adoptable cutie or cuties from local shelters and rescues. So we have Lainey Nash with Cross My Paws here this morning with a little puppy therapy for us today.
Yes, absolutely. It's the best therapy.
Yeah.
This is the best therapy.
So we've got Adler and Evan. All right, here's my permission.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
You treat her right.
Yeah.
Smells
Smells
good,
good,
and
passes
watching.
the sniff test.
Yes. Oh, how sweet. Dogs are the best.
Yeah.
I know, I like spicy on everything. And anytime I go to a fast food restaurant, I just get chicken.
Yeah.
I panic order chicken every time. I'm just like, I'll just get chicken nuggets.
It's a very stressful situation to order, isn't it?
All right, well, how far would you go with your fandom? A woman in Wisconsin now holds the Guinness World Record.
Do you think they're competitive? Clearly, right?
Yes. Yeah, you think Alyssa's like, I was just that close.
Valid, yeah, to get valid
She got
Victorian.
me by that much. Yeah.
Congrats to both.
Yeah, impressive
right.
stuff. Are you saying he doesn't deserve it?
Oh, listen, I just want him to be careful. I'm worried about his health.
Yeah.
You're worried about his heart health.
Dogs aren't healthy for humans. They're not healthy for dogs either.
Correct. Yeah.
Very true.
Everything in moderation. Yeah. All right. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Danielle Tedesco.
I can't believe you were judging the dog.
I'm a little concerned. It's starting to pile up.
It's summer after all. You gotta look good in your bathing suit.
Exactly.
All right. Happy Friday. I'm Giuli Frendak. A northern New Mexico landmark
This is an ongoing problem.
with a dark past.
I had just arrived at the bridge. We had just jumped.
Will the state finally see the light?
How many families could we have prevented from the torture and the pain that doesn't end?
"650 feet above the Rio Grande, some see beauty, others see pain."
Right now, I can't even pass through that bridge. There's just so much trauma.
Ana Gonzalez's son Alejandro jumped from the Gorge Bridge in 2023.
Alejandro was goofy, very artistic.
But he struggled with kidney disease and depression.
I just felt like I was being really hard on him, but I wanted him to be well.
Noah Salmon's family lives with similar pain.
He was as perfect as you could expect for a child.
Noah was 15, the youngest of 5.
He was like the Messiah. They all stood around him and carried him and held him like he was their own.
He jumped from the Gorge Bridge last September, blindsiding his family.
Every day is torture, walking by his room, he's supposed to be here. This was never supposed to happen.
The Salmons are now suing the State Department of Transportation. They say 3 feasibility studies between 2009 and 2018 recommended higher rails or horizontal netting. But the only change? Phones for those calling in crisis.
There are other locations all over the world who have adapted their bridges in order to protect their community. Why are the people in our community so disposable?
The lawsuit says between 1991 and 2017, at least 44 people died by suicide at the bridge. 7 in 2025 alone.
Whatever was crossing his mind, he needed a minute. And he didn't have a minute. There was nothing between him and that bridge to stop him.
The side railings have remained 4 feet tall since the bridge was built in 1965.
Well, this is an issue that is near and dear and intimate to Taos County.
Taos County Sheriff Steve Mira sees the end of every dark decision.
We get it done immediately.
He's on every recovery. He's also been asking the state for change. You're telling folks we will move forward.
Yes.
NMDOT told 4 Investigates change is coming. Starting this summer with a temporary 8-foot chain link fence on both sides of the bridge. By September, construction should start on permanent higher railings, an unexpectedly easy project.
We didn't even realize that until we actually, took a close look at the concrete sidewalks, which were surprisingly in very good shape and very light. We could just pop off the existing rails and put on the new ones.
That survey happened in just the past 6 months, and the department is still reportedly considering horizontal netting.
It's not just the weight of the netting, it's the weight of the netting plus any objects that get caught in it, snow and ice, and wind.
What do you say to the families who say this took decades too long to get to where we are today?
Actually, I'll be quite honest, I don't like that question at all. It took a while, I will admit that, but in this state in particular, budgetary money is tight, and the community is very divided on this issue.
But the Salmon's opinion is written in black and white.
I want to see that the parents of this community don't deal with this, that they don't ever have to experience this.
Wanting a light for other families, still navigating the darkness. Giuli Frendak, 4 Investigates. Paul Bierce didn't always know he wanted to be a firefighter.
Very unconventional start.
He started his career as a journalist.
At the ripe age of 42, I got hired here in Rio Rancho.
He climbed the ladder.
Went from the firefighter paramedic to captain to battalion chief, deputy chief, and then my last 3 years as the fire chief.
Building a passion for mental health among first responders. Then he got knocked down.
I lost a young man in the department to suicide during my tenure. It turned my world upside down. I vowed that, I would do everything I can so that other fire chiefs, other departments wouldn't have to go through that pain.
Bierce developed a peer support program aimed at breaking down first responders' walls.
Just normalizing the conversation to say, yeah, it's okay to not be okay, right? It's okay to say, that was awful, and I'm not doing good.
He retired in 2021, but continued his work through the New Mexico Coalition for Suicide Prevention and Awareness. His efforts caught the attention of filmmakers Charlie English and Laura Boyd Owen, and The Call documentary was born to highlight the mental health challenges of first responders in New Mexico.
But there are days when I just want to fall asleep, turn into dust, and float away, because everything would be easier.
Highlighting the challenges that they face, bringing awareness to that, but then also very much want to get out there what these individuals are doing and how they're working to correct this problem.
I would love the first responder community to understand that you're stronger when you're physically strong, when you're emotionally strong, when you have that support structure built within.
Using the Metro to highlight an international issue.
As much that it's framed around tragedy, I really wanted to send a message of hope. We are working to solve this issue.
Giuli Frendak, KOB4.
So this is a little weird coming back.
Arnold Duke hasn't been inside his own business in months.
I don't know where the light switch is even.
His reality is just easier to handle in the dark. He lost his wholesale jewelry business during Ruidoso's July flooding. We talked with him hours later.
These are turquoise earrings.
He dug out for a month, then gutted it.
I was in shock for weeks, and maybe the shock is still lingering a little bit.
Signs of that shock still litter the village.
The family had like 3 homes on it, all of them gone.
The comeback is slow in Ruidoso's Upper Canyon.
We're always nervous because we're never getting enough done.
Burned by wildfire in 2024, then battered by burn scar flooding last summer.
And I hear it all the time, well, you shouldn't live by the river, you shouldn't live in the mountain, you shouldn't live on the beach, but you do.
Mayor Lynn Crawford estimates it's a $1 billion recovery, one the village can't take on alone.
Very simply, we could bankrupt the village of Ruidoso and the county. I mean, it would be easy to do.
The needs are immediate, but to get help, Ruidoso can't spend without federal approval. Secretary Kristi Noem announced $11 million in FEMA disaster relief after a tour in August. We asked the feds how much has been allocated so far, but didn't get a number.
We're waiting and fighting and begging and everything we can possibly with FEMA.
2 other federal agencies will focus on housing, including buying the homes of people now in the floodplain, which Crawford says is now 30 feet wider on both sides.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homes that were either destroyed, flooding, or fire. Will this ever have homes on it again?
I don't believe so. Now we've got to come in and say, can this house be saved? If it's over 51% substantial damage, then it's got to be torn down.
And they'll have to do that down all 12 miles of impacted riverside properties.
Then we get into trailer parks, and then you'll have 30 trailer homes. The people that really can't afford anything have been totally wiped out.
We asked the USDA multiple times for more information on the buyback program, but never heard back.
Here's the game, and we're going to beat you to death with the rules, and then by the time you get ready to play, you're so wore out, you don't know if you're coming or going. That's the way we feel sometimes.
He says they have completed upgrades to the village's emergency alert system. They have new cameras on the mountain and water meters tied into a geographic information system with a better picture of the landscape. Plus an upgraded system to help avoid alert fatigue that some blamed for ignored warnings last summer.
We've got it down now where we can alert certain sections of town. So if you're in areas not even affected, you may not get one.
The village got the okay to replace 6 bridges with high water crossings. And a few new trash racks are on the way to catch debris.
People say, why don't they just move? Where are they going to move to?
The new reality for this slice of paradise is painful.
You know, it's a feeling like you lost a loved one. And, you know, the feeling is always there. And, you know, it may dampen a little bit, but it never goes away.
Arnold Duke.
You can see the water went over my head here.
Promises to carry on.
I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter.
Through the uncertainty of insurance payouts, village visitors, and Mother Nature herself.
I've got nowhere else to go. All my eggs are in one basket right here in this town. So I'm going to just fight away and do the best I can.
In Ruidoso, Giuli Frendak, KOB4.
We still have not heard from the federal government, but officials with the State Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management say more than $50 million has been approved under FEMA's Public Assistance Program.
But only $10 million worth of work has been completed. We have more on what funding can be used for and the department's full statement on KOB.com.
Another group of New Mexico pups just got locked up. Espanola Humane just expanded its Paws in the Pen program, and inmates are lining up to be a part of it. I was there as the dogs moved in this week.
Andrew Sandoval just got a new cellmate.
Oh boy.
He's 10 years old. He has 4 legs. And the best underbite the penitentiary of New Mexico has ever seen.
Actually, to be honest, I was hoping for the small guy. Yeah.
The small guy, Eddie, is one of 4 dogs who just moved into the penitentiary's Level 3 security facility, along with 10-year-old Ophelia and 3-year-olds Mika and Louie. 4 inmates will foster the dogs while they wait for adoption or transfer.
Fostering is so important because we learn so much about the dogs once we get them out of the shelter environment. We learn more about their personalities, what they're good at, what they need more support with. Their personality changes so much the minute they leave the shelter.
It's an extension of Espanola Humane's Paws in the Pen dog training program, and it's coming at a good time.
Half of our kennels are not usable at this point. They're taped and sealed off, and so we're facing a space crisis.
Espanola Humane is in the middle of black mold remediation. Parts of the shelter will be under construction for several more months. Warden Chelsea White welcomed the expansion.
That's ultimately the goal, is to get as much inside prison to help them outside of prison.
She's seen the power of the paws.
Just inside, their characters change as far as misconduct reports and attitude and adjustments. And you see it in the pods that the dogs are living in.
I'm excited. I'm grateful, very grateful.
Sandoval has been in and out of prison a few times since his early 20s.
Every time I get released, I'm still kind of stuck with the mentality of being in prison, and it seems to fail me every time. So this time I'm hoping to keep my mind to the outside so that I can become a successful member of society instead of somebody that they're always worried about.
He believes this program and little Eddie will help him do that.
It's not fun, but sometimes we got to better ourselves in ways to not come back here,
Hey, buddy. Hi.
Espanola Humane expects the foster dogs to stay in the prison for 2 weeks or less, then another group will move in. You can find applications for the pups and a wish list for the foster program on the shelter's website.